Now entering Nerdist.com.
Jackie Cation, Laurie Kilmartin. Jackie Cation, Laurie Kilmartin. It's the Jackie and Laurie Show. The Jackie and Laurie Show. It's the Jackie and Laurie Show. The Jackie and Laurie Show.
So we're recording out of the iPhone because you have a slightly newer version of the Zoom H4 that I don't know how to use.
And I, of course, have no interest in learning how to use it. So it's just sitting in my garage. And
right. So,
yours broke, and so...
Yes, but if anyone knows how to, or if they want to figure out how to fix the XLR converters on an H4, you could be the proud owner of my H4, because I've purchased an H6.
And you can have mine because I don't like it.
You can buy. You don't just give away your $300 H4.
Is that how much I spent on that thing?
Yes, you
God,
spent $300 on that H4.
That better work.
And it will work. Kyle will know, but
Okay.
Kyle is not with us.
Right.
So
we're lost in the woods today.
We are lost in the woods, and I want to make sure you're recording.
I am.
So if you press a button, and I feel
Yes.
better about the whole thing.
Gosh.
Thank you very much. I know it. I got a lot of feels. I got a lot of emotion. Things are happening.
True. I will back off.
There you go. I'm going to do stand-up comedy tomorrow. It's the first. We're having some illness in the family.
Right.
It's very sad. And I have been of some use for a couple of weeks, and now the only use that I would be of emotional use.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to want that? No.
You aren't in my top 10 of people I call for emotional support.
Yes, and possibly Andy Ashcraft would like such a thing, but he said to me, he actually quoted my new joke.
Oh.
And said, because I said, there are many reasons I want to do stand-up comedy, and some of them are complete fabrications of excuses that I could just make up, but the real reason is I've barely done stand-up comedy in the last month, and it hurts my heart, and I will be a better human being if I get to do stand-up comedy. And he said,
yeah,
get out. He said, go, and he said, you don't want to be a witness anyway. He said, because my family is going to be all around me, and I'm going to lose my shit, and I'd prefer not to have there be a witness. And I was like,
all right,
good. I can't wait to see. Tell me what that looks like, Andy Ashcraft losing it.
Well, that's a long time to have off.
Yeah, I mean, like, literally, in the last 30 days, I've refused to look into it. But I've probably done, like, 6 nights.
Wow.
Maybe 10.
Wow.
But I can't. I don't like it. I don't like me not doing it.
Right.
It makes the filter that is barely here in society.
It's got a lot of holes in it now.
Yeah, that filter is gaping holes. And so it's going to help if I bleed off some of that snark.
Sure.
Onto...
And you'll be in Colorado.
Yes, and this will go up when I come home.
Okay.
But I'm doing a one-nighter in Fort Collins tomorrow and a one-nighter in Boulder on Sunday.
That
and then
sounds so fun.
It's going to be so fun. It's going to be really fun.
So
and then I'm doing the High Plains Festival.
Are you flying into Denver and renting a car?
I am not. I thought about flying into Denver and renting a car. It turns out it's enormously expensive to rent a car in Denver.
Right.
And then
Out of
it's
the airport.
enormously expensive to park a car at a hotel in downtown Denver Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. So... what's happening is, I was told by the booker, one of the one-nighter guys who's helping me with the one-nighters. He said,
they put the whole thing together for you?
No, the High
Okay.
Plains guys didn't, but there was a bookend. Like, I went, a couple of months ago I was in Denver,
Yeah.
and I ended up picking up a set at the Comedy Works with Kinane was headlining.
Oh,
Kyle
yeah.
Kinane.
Cool.
And so I met a guy who booked Boulder, and then I emailed with him, and so it was actually great. A guy named David Rodriguez did a lot of the helping out, and then he said he was going to get one of the younger comics to come pick me up. And,
it's one of those situations.
It's an honor. And much like Maria says...
someone gets to pick your brain. Oh, my God.
How about let there be an honorarium? I can at least throw some gas money toward that person.
Yes.
Because I don't know how big of an honor it is to drive an hour to pick me up and then drive me an hour back to Fort Collins.
Oh, God.
Is that fun for
Awful. Ugh.
anyone? I can't imagine.
Well, somebody, for a young comic, it's a great opportunity.
It's a great opportunity.
To have you trapped, a major headliner trapped in a car.
This is a major award. I feel like a Christmas story. I feel like a lamp made out of a leg. But I'm really looking forward to it because I get to do at least 5 sets. I'm doing a live Dork Forest with Baron Vaughn and Eliza Skinner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that'll be super fun. Eliza Skinner was the only one who emailed me what her dorkdoms are. So we will be discussing celebrity gossip.
Okay.
I don't know a celebrity from another celebrity.
I like how women follow directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baron, what's happening? Baron Vaughn. He has actually, he's been on the show before. Eliza's never been on, so she might be excited.
So she'll blow it off next time.
Exactly.
And you're wearing a dress.
I'm wearing a dress right now.
What happened?
Here's, this dress was given to me probably 20 years ago. I've had this dress for 20 years from a woman who did stand up for a short amount of time. Very funny bitch.
Then she got out?
She got out.
Oh, must be nice.
Except for that, I always thought she could bleed off some snark if she were still. But we stopped being friends at one point, which was the greatest disappointment was the fact that she had amazing taste in clothing, and we are the same size.
Oh, so she's like you, but she knew how to dress you?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And I've regretted that for probably 15 years I haven't seen her.
Can you make a phone call and heal this fractured relationship?
I would like to. My wardrobe would love me to heal this fractured relationship because she's really good at it. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe she grew 4 inches and lost some weight, and she's dressing somewhere else, and we wouldn't fit together.
So
again.
that's the reason you're not going to make a phone call to heal a friendship, is that the full-grown adult may have grown 4 inches.
Yes, I think
that seems
she's
reasonable to you.
She's 5'8" now.
Okay,
and but I will say this it was weird because I vaguely remember, it was a comedy friendship, created in the crucible of stand-up comedy.
Wow, I like that.
And, sure. And
the crucible of stand-up comedy.
And you really have to do something harsh to break that. So,
so what'd you do? Or are we saving that for Patreons?
We're saving that for the Patreons.
We save our crimes for Patreons.
Speaking of which, we could put some of those old.
I know we have to do that.
Yeah, we should do that for the Patreon people.
Yes.
There's at least 5 episodes that we never aired.
I can't believe that. I thought we just did 2.
No, there were.
Nerdist made us do 5 before they picked up on this magic.
They didn't make us do anything. Laurie Kilmartin was like, "It's not perfect." Essentially, it's the first 5 weeks of our friendship, you guys. Get in on that Patreon if you want to hear that, because we don't know what we're doing. All I know is we were talking about stand-up.
Sure.
Yeah. I saw Dana Eagle last night, speaking of naming names. She made me laugh so hard. I just went at Magnolia Grill. I went there to get a salad that I didn't want to make at my house.
Oh, okay.
And so I went to Magnolia Grill, and she was sitting there waiting to write with people.
Oh, it was separate interaction? She wasn't going to the comedy brunch?
No, because it was at night.
Oh.
It was last night.
Oh, okay.
And I
Are you that close to Magnolia Grill that you zip out there twice a day?
No, but I'm willing to go to Magnolia Grill for that salad. I really wanted that salad. There's a very nice salad. I want.
Okay.
Here's the thing about that salad. It's
How
a very
many points?
specific 0.
Oh, all right.
0-point salad because I have now been to Weight Watchers 2 times, and what I like about Weight Watchers is that though I've had 4
nothing,
stories,
honestly, right?
Well, no, because you can obsess about food.
Okay.
You can obsess about food and think about what you're going to eat next.
Yeah.
And there's like a new plan. There was something like all fruit is 0 points now, and I was like, because it used to be watermelon and stuff like that, wasn't. And the woman who did my initiation or whatever, she said, yeah, nobody's in here because they ate too many carrots or too many watermelon.
Watermelon's so much work.
Right. She's like,
it always seems like a good idea.
Right. She's like, just don't put any of these fruits into a blender.
Yeah.
And just eat them as fruit.
Yeah.
And then they're
You'll
no
be sick
points.
to your stomach. Right.
Yeah. And so, but Dana Eagle was, she was, because we did a gig probably 2 months ago, just some coffee shop gig, and the guy was charging.
Yeah.
And we were not being paid. And so she wrote him a note and said, hey, man.
He was charging a cover at a
Yeah, he
coffee
was charging
house?
a cover at a coffee shop, and he got it. And,
In addition to extra orders of coffee.
right.
Most of them from the comics.
Right.
Right.
And so she just mentioned, she said, usually if you're charging a cover and you don't have to pay for the venue, you split that with the comics.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me that story, and she goes, I only tell you that story because I'm going to wait for this plane to go over. I only tell you that story is because I've decided that I need to stand up for myself more. And by the way, we all got paid that night. I did not know that she was the one who instigated it and did good work. But she said, I only did that because I thought I could either stand up for myself or I could tell Jackie and make her stand up for me. And I was like, what did I do? And she goes,
She roped you into it.
if I would have told you about it, you might have said something to him. And I said, probably, just because I don't have a horse in that race.
Yeah.
Because I can get another
Coffee house.
coffee gig, as can Dana Eagle. Because
Yeah.
Dana Eagle's a delight.
She's
She's been a comic of the week, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I had a show last night at Flappers. Okay,
Oh,
first of all,
right.
I was at Stir Crazy. Oh my God, the worst week.
Oh my God, that sounded...
Hell week.
Just following you
Stir
on
Crazy
Twitter.
was fun.
Yes.
But it was very fun. It's a great room.
What a great little room, right?
Yes.
And that guy Tom? Nice.
Great. Yeah. So Wednesday, I'm shooting this little movie, and we start at 5 p.m. and we go till around 2 in the morning.
Oh, you did go to 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning, I was sitting, and our last location was in City of Industry, which is like almost in Mexico practically.
Wow, there was more than one location?
Yeah, there was, and we did some scenes while we were driving. It was complicated. It was really complicated.
Was that
And
really fun too, though?
It'll be fun.
Yes.
And the director said the same thing. He goes, I know it seems like it's a waste of time, but when it's done, it'll be really
It'll
cool
look really
looking.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he showed me shots he was trying to mirror, and one of them was Juliette Binoche in some movie where she's looking all French, and I'm like, I get to look like Juliette Binoche for a day. It's about time. Because I have these giant sunglasses, and I'm looking out a car window, and they mounted a camera to the car. That and they're like, please don't open the window because it would all fall. It was really like and then we did some scenes right around here. And,
Oh, wow.
Some asshole neighbor of mine called the cops because we didn't have permits, so we had to like move and scram and stuff. So it was it was fun. And Joel Kim Booster's the driver, so it's basically just him and me. And so yeah, it was fun to do. And
But till 2 in the morning.
But I was pissed at 2 in the morning. I wasn't feeling
then
it
you
was
had to
fun.
work.
Then I had to get up and work. Take him to school. Now,
that was Wednesday night.
by the way,
Thursday morning.
6th grade means I'm getting up at 6 a.m. every morning now
Oh
because
my
I have
gosh.
to get him up at 7, and I need to do stuff before I get him up, including writing and just to get my head straight.
Yeah.
So that's the rest of my year.
6 a.m.
ruined. Yeah, 6 a.m. So
The rest of my year is
it's
ruined.
destroyed. So get him, whatever, then work, and then I do my first flight out Thursday afternoon. So the head writer said I could leave at 3, and the flight takes off at 3:55.
Sure.
So I call a Lyft, and I work at Warner Brothers, and so there's this restaurant called Ciao Christina. And I was like, wait a minute, then the lift's coming the wrong way. Then we got to make a U-turn that adds like 4 minutes. So I positioned myself on Barham, and the lift wouldn't come. So then I was running to the parking garage. It was all these little things that were shaving or adding minutes to the time, and I'm like, I don't have any fucking wiggle room. It takes like 7 to 10 minutes to get to Burbank Airport from Warner Brothers now, but I only had carry-on, and it was Southwest and I'm and it's Burbank, so you get right through.
Right.
But still, I didn't have any fucking wiggle room.
Right, there's no room.
So I get on the plane, plane's delayed ultimately 2 hours. Like, they let us get off the plane. And I'm texting Tom, I'm like, you gotta have a backup plan, I know what's happening. So the show starts at 7, and our flight leaves at 5 to 6.
Oh my God.
So I land around 7:15, and then it takes at least 15 minutes to get an Uber / Lyft from their
From the airport.
And then,
Oh, I'm surprised
And
you
then
didn't
it's like,
send
I know, you know.
But there's no way to know in the 11th hour.
Yeah. So then I finally get there around 8 o'clock, and they had somebody do a guest set and stretch and stuff, and I was so stressed out from worrying about making the gig. It wasn't like it was a 2-hour, relaxing 2-hour delay.
No.
It was just, because Southwest kept updating it, and I'm recalculating time all the time. Like, right, if I get there, can I shower? Can I do this? No, I can't shower. I can't do anything. I go right, like I go there, get there in my shorts. I ask the feature to leave the dressing room so I could put on a pants and then go right up on stage. I did like 30.
Oh, really? 35 to 40? Yeah.
Yeah, because he also likes the show to end when it's supposed to end.
Yeah.
So the guest set sort of ate up some time.
Yeah.
But I was just like a zombie. I was like, just
but now
relying on the fact that I've been doing spots and comedy for like a month almost straight.
Yes.
Then, so fly back the next morning, wake up at 6:45, get there at 7:45, land here, go right to work, take a lift to work. Come home at lunch to pack for the rest of the weekend.
Oh, my God.
And then go back to work. And then this time I was like, all right, I'm going to valet my car because I'm only parking there 2 nights at Burbank. So I parked in the lot.
It's a money-making endeavor, I take it.
No. So I park in the lot, and so I leave at like 2:58,
Right.
I'm trying to find minutes everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. And I get to the car and I realize I left my cell phone back in the office.
In the
I'm like, fuck. So, but earlier I had asked the writer's assistant to get me a drive on so I could actually drive right out of the studio, but I didn't get it before I parked in the garage, so I was like, whatever, wasted. But I'm like, now I need it. So I drive on, I get right to the office, right in front of my office.
Right,
then I run upstairs.
Drive on and get
that saves me at least 5 minutes.
Yep.
And then as I'm driving out, like 50 trucks full of props pull in front of me, and they're all, having to show. It takes them forever to get out, and then so I drive to the airport. I valet. My flight leaves in 30 minutes, and the guys there. I guess that happens to the valet guys there all the time. And then I run and I make that flight. That flight's on time. Land, get in,
and
get
now you're
in,
there.
I get there. I have enough time to shower and go, and then do 2 shows.
Right. And then you sleep. And then you have all of Saturday.
All Saturday.
And then you do 2 more shows.
Oh, then Saturday I was like, I'm not doing anything on Saturday. I'm just going to swim. So the pool I go to, it's called the Foothills Aquatic Center. And it's an outdoor pool. And
But they have lanes?
Oh, yeah, they have lanes, but they're only open from 12 to 2, which is you should never be in the sun from 10 to 2, right?
Okay.
Never be in the sun. So I'm like, oh, right. And you get there, it's an outdoor pool. The water is as warm as the air. Like, I stick my foot in. I've already invested $20 in this thing, so I had to take a lift out, and it's $6, right? So I'm like, God damn it.
It's 102
It's
degrees.
really hard to swim in a hot pool.
Yeah.
It drains everything out of you.
Yeah.
And so it took me like an hour and a half to do like an hour and 5-minute workout.
Wow.
And and the sun, I swear to God, it was tracking me up and down the pool. I couldn't escape it. And by the time I got out, I was like, I can't. I'm dead.
Yeah.
And then I, took a lift back to the hotel, and I'm like, this is the most expensive swim of my entire life. Right. Just because I wanted to get out of the hotel.
Right.
And then I had 2 shows.
And
but
then
the shows were great.
The shows were great. Now, I got an email, I believe on Sunday.
That's crazy.
That said, hey, I saw Laurie Kilmartin sing Happy Birthday to a Jehovah's Witness last night.
I can't believe that. That was so fun. That was the first show.
First show Saturday?
Yeah, first show, so Tom goes up and does all the birthday stuff to get it out of the way. And like all comics, I fucking hate your birthday. I don't give a fuck. Guess what? You're here to see me, not celebrate your stupid birthday. And so, hey, I'm just talking to this lady in the front row. Her name's Steph.
Sure.
It's her birthday, her friends say. They're all excited for her. Oh, so I said something like, I don't care. But I said in a funny way. Right. People are laughing. I go, you know what? I don't celebrate birthdays. I'm a Jehovah's Witness, right?
You said that?
Yeah. Just as a joke.
That's how it went.
So then her party screams.
Because that's hilarious.
Because she was raised Jehovah's Witness and she's not anymore.
Oh, that is how that happened.
And then I said, oh my God. And then I said, we're all singing Happy Birthday to you. Led by me.
You deserve that.
Yes, of course.
You totally deserve that.
You just, you escaped a cult. I'll fucking sing Happy Birthday to you. So that was really fun.
Yeah. Oh,
I
that,
have a recording of that. I should put that on the Patreon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try
That's
to do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. And so that's great. What
Yeah.
about I had one other.
So Get Home Sunday,
Yeah.
you know, and I forgot what I did.
Normal Sunday.
Normal Sunday, sure.
Home, you have the day, you get the boy back.
Yeah, get the child back, yeah.
Yep.
And then Monday, we're back on regular schedule now at Conan. We're doing shows, like recording
Normal.
shows and stuff. So,
Oh, that's right. But
so it's
last
a little
night,
more. So we have a couple, like a month ago, a bunch of the writers got Flappers sends
Yeah.
you a 25-page
Avails.
contract whenever they're
Yes.
booking you for a spot. And it was like Conan Writers Show, and they kind of sent it to all the writers. So we're like, oh, okay. So it sort of was organized by Flappers, but nobody knew it because usually it's organized by JP.
Yeah.
And so it kind of took on its own life, and then it became, oh, there's a Conan Writers Show, and then Conan decided to do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so before you finish this, because I do want to hear how this show
Okay.
went, I see Dana Eagle last night. She said, oh, are you going to go to the Conan Writers Show?
Yeah.
Because it was 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, where is it? At Flappers? And she goes, yeah. And I said, I got to eat this salad. So that's that whole story.
We know how you like that salad. You've made that point, Jackie.
The salad has been established. Now, so how many people did, it was you, Kylie, and Conan. Who else?
Kylie, Conan, me, Levi McDougall, who's
Okay.
a Canadian guy. He's
Okay.
super funny. Andre Dubuchet.
Oh, right.
Rob Kuttner.
Okay.
Who's not a stand-up, but so just did a 5-minute thing.
Right.
And then Dan Cronin.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it was a good crowd, and Conan went up. Kylie hosted. Conan went up right afterwards and made fun of
went up
Kylie's
first?
legs for 20 minutes. Yeah, he went up first so he can just
Okay.
get out.
Yeah.
And he told a really funny story, and one that I hadn't heard before. And you know, it's so interesting because if you think about his career,
Yep.
his entire performing career has been walk out to a crowd in a suit.
Yep.
You know, and it's a TV crowd.
TV
and
crowd, do 6 minutes.
of topical jokes someone else wrote for you, you know, or you know, you work on them stuff, but they're very structured, very tight, and they're about the day's topics. They're totally useless the next day.
Yep.
It's a very very tightly constructed way to perform.
Yeah.
And for him to be to do, you know, he's kind of pursuing like the opposite of it now.
Right, he
which
wants
is
to do a little
stories.
storytelling and
Yeah.
stand up.
Yeah, that dude has stories. Let me tell you.
Well, I'm sure.
He has stories, and you know, part of the reason Lauren hired him with no experience is the way he can tell stories to other writers and talk and stuff like that.
Right.
It's like, wow, this guy's amazing. He can tell like a 15-minute story.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious and brilliant, and it
Yeah.
circles back in on itself, and it's off the top of his head.
Wow.
And he doesn't get a chance to really display that too much on a late night show.
Right.
And not at all in the monologue.
Yep.
You know?
So this is why
but
he kind of wants
for
to do
him
the road,
yeah,
right?
but you know, so he goes up on stage, but it's the stage, but it's different from his normal stage, and it's funny because especially Flappers, and there's a lot of clubs, they just serve full meals, and
Yeah.
people are just eating, and he was like, "What's happening here?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, he doesn't know
doesn't
people
know.
eat during our shows."
Right, it's dinner theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. So it was pretty fun. It was
That's awesome.
fun to watch and stuff, and I'm so excited to watch him go through all this. You know,
Right, because, well, the weird thing is if you look at his career as someone who doesn't know him, which is me,
Yeah.
from afar, you can see, you're like, oh, that guy, like, I mean, there's any number of people who can be taught, right? Like, you can learn it. Stand-up comedy is a learned skill to some extent, but not everybody can do it. You know, people who are really great writers can't do stand-up comedy if there's like one thing missing.
Yeah.
There was a very funny woman that I knew in the mid-90s who was from LA. She came and worked LA, Minneapolis, and she was fucking hilarious. And when I moved here, she came to Minneapolis to live for 6 months to do stand-up comedy because she wanted to start doing the road, and she was like, I want to do more stand-up. And but the weird thing is she couldn't connect with the audience. Her stuff was hilarious. She was super snarky and really, really funny. But for some reason, when she said it, it came off kind of mean or cold.
Right.
And Conan, like, that guy was just a writer, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then
I think he had taken some improv classes,
sure, or
like the groundling stuff. A
right.
little bit.
Oh, fair enough. And then went into this talk show business.
Crazy.
And nailed it.
Yeah.
And then now he would like to do stand up.
I know.
And you're like, oh, I bet you're going to be really good at this.
It's funny. I mean, because he, it's just, he was saying it's like a Benjamin Buttons because like it's just like we all start in these crummy open mics and hope to do a set on Conan.
Yeah.
And,
right.
And Conan's kind of coming out of the opposite.
He's
way.
like,
It's interesting.
who's booking that coffee shop? Attainable goal, my friend. And,
not yet. I don't know if he's going to be doing coffee shops, but
right. Yeah, no, and but, certainly does not have to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that was kind of cool. And then that was my comedy week.
That was right. I didn't have a comedy week. Very sad. And but I packed a shit ton of merch for this thing to Colorado. And I was packing it. I'm the Walmart of stand-up comedy here. I'm bringing 4 shirts because I'm doing a live Dork Forest, so I'm bringing Dork Forest shirts.
Sure.
I'm doing 4 stand-up sets, so I'm bringing Spooky Reading Girl and Meat Shield shirts. I'm also bringing the pins, and I'm bringing like 20 CDs, and I'm bringing stickers, Jackie and Laurie, and Dork Forest.
Do you think you'll sell your CDs?
I do.
I sold books at Stir Crazy, and in fact, I ran out during the Saturday first show. I only had 3 left.
Oh, really?
I should have brought a bunch more. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is...
It's a good merch... I think it's a good merch room.
Well, the weird thing about merch is that it's such a pain in the ass.
It's a huge pain in the ass.
And
books
then
are
when you
heavy,
have
T-shirts are heavy.
Right, and it's just like, is a sweaty pile of 20s worth it? And you're like, yeah, kind of. And so I'm looking forward, and I'm only bringing, like, it's mostly, I don't know what I'm doing. But there's just too many, I have too many items right now.
Right.
But I'm bringing them, and hopefully I'll make a bunch of money. Because I was like, I'm willing to do all these sets. I want long sets right now. With the power of the sun, I want long sets. Because I've got these bits that need to be worked on. And
would you go back to Tucson again?
To Laughs?
Yeah.
I would. I'm doing it with Maria in the fall.
Oh, okay. But not Laughs, right?
But not Laughs.
Yeah.
Just some theater thing.
Yeah.
And I would do it.
Because the money's so bad.
It's so bad, and no hotel now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you gotta stay
Did you
where
tell
Hoodie
me that?
died.
Oh, that's right. No.
I know. And I don't want to stay where... And I liked Hoodie. I don't want to stay where Hoodie died.
No, I need a hotel. Minimum.
I need a hotel. A La Quinta, it's $200 max. And if you do it every week... Like, the first time I did it, it was a hotel. It was a condo then.
Yeah.
And I did Priceline, and I got $35 a night for a very nice hotel.
Oh, my God.
Did you know Priceline got rid of Name Your Own Price?
No. I never used Priceline.
Yeah,
I don't know
they
why.
were great for Name Your Own Price.
Sure.
And that was their whole gimmick. And now they're just like Kayak or anything.
Right.
Or Travelocity. And I'm like, I don't like you people anymore. And so I had a rental car this week.
Yeah.
Another great tale, but we gotta. It's gonna take up some
Dude,
time.
we're talking comedy.
Yeah.
Half of comedy talk is about rental cars.
And so I rent the car, and I get a pretty good deal. Mm-hmm. And I go in, and it's not an airport
But you're in
rental.
Visalia.
Right, well, I was going up to Visalia. And
Okay.
Andy had our car, because we sold our car, the other car, to our nephew. Our nephew needed the car.
Yeah.
We're down to one car. Andy's got a spreadsheet. Is it cost effective to take Lyft and to rent a car?
And does he? Is he? Are you guys doing it for a year to find out?
Yeah, we're doing it for at least a couple of months just to see if it's worth our while.
Sure.
And so he's got the car. He's got to take it up to his folks, and so I need a rental car because I'm going to spend at least $30 a day in Lyfts doing sets. I had a set in Alhambra.
You know, you could borrow my mom's car. She doesn't use it hardly at all.
Oh wow!
Like she goes to Costco once a month or once a week. but just during the day.
That's, you know what, that's going to make our spreadsheet really, that's going to make it sing.
you do have to get out here to our
Right,
car.
I will have to get out here to her vehicle, but appreciate that. Thank you very much. So I do, but anyway, so I rent a car up on Sepulveda, this little weird, janky Hertz place.
Sure.
And the guy's like, and I said, so I rented it, it's like $30 a day, and he goes, do you have a AAA card? And I was like, yeah. And so he took another, so it ended up being like $28 a day, which is pretty good.
Bad.
It's not bad. And then that's what I would spend on a Lyft.
Yeah.
And then I had to add 2 days to it.
Then you can't tell somebody what it's like to be a stand-up comic.
Because what?
Because you're not in a Lyft.
Oh, right. I don't want to have that conversation.
Oh, God. I had it way too many times. And I'm telling you, at least half my Lyft drivers were Trump supporters in Arizona. Oh. And some lady, first of all, I liked her because she reminded me of my Aunt Patty. Do you want to go with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with you. But what you need to do is go get your stuff.
Okay. All I have to do is...
Right. She's going to go get her stuff.
all I have to do is put shoes on.
Oh, okay. I'm going to, hey, you guys, it's an exciting time on the Jackie and Laurie show. Laurie forgot she had a set at Flappers until as we were recording this episode of the Jackie and Laurie show, she received a phone call on her cell phone that we were recording on, and now she's going to get her shoes. And I'm going to go with her, I guess, and she's going to get to do a set, and then she's going to drive me back here, and then I am, and we're going to keep talking. The time has come, I say, for a Comic of the Week. And perhaps I'll tell the story while she gets her shoes and her car together about who our Comic of the Week is. It's Melanie Vesey.
Ready?
Yep. Well, are we going out the front door?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Comic of the Week, Melanie Vesey.
Yes.
And it's just at Melanie Vesey, right? We're still recording, you guys. And
Be on it.
they're both on it.
They're on it.
They're on it. As we walk through the house, Laurie would like to do her set, so she's like, fucking get in the car. Because I don't want to miss a chance to do 10 minutes in front of a Flappers audience. And I'm not here to cockblock that, it turns out. So,
What are you sitting on?
if you could, any number of things. But,
What happened?
well, it's recording again, so
God damn it, we don't know.
We don't know what it was. All I know is that this is a buddy movie, and we are in a car, and
We're going down Olive,
we're going down Olive
or over Olive, and we're headed to Flappers.
through the woods.
Why is that thing red right there?
I don't know why is it red?
God damn it. This will, you know what, we're doing our very best.
Yes, we are. By God, we are definitely doing that. We're doing our very best, you guys, to make a podcast and not die of driving. And then my flight tomorrow is at 6:30 in the morning.
From LAX?
No, from Burbank.
Yay!
That's the good news. It goes through Salt Lake City. But that's all right, because I'm going to Denver.
You know what, here's what happened.
Oh, you're doing a backup recording?
Yeah, I'm going to do a backup recording on my phone.
I had Flappers written on my calendar tonight.
Okay.
And then when the Conan show came up, I was like, oh, I must have wrote the wrong date. And I moved that date to yesterday. But I did have a spot here. But
Right.
no one tagged me on a thing. I would have appreciated being tagged.
Right, it would have been nice.
Yeah.
If you would have known things. I don't know
just to
why
double
your
check.
recording on your iPhone is blood red.
Is it? I don't know either.
I don't know why. It's so crazy.
Terrifying, and I'm glad you backed it up.
I'm backing it up. We're only 30 seconds into my backup, though. But there's at least 30 minutes of gold.
Yes.
30 minutes
and
of...
then a total panic attack.
And then a panic attack, and then...
Oh, so this micro cassette record. Okay, so I have a... That's probably... We didn't probably get that, right?
Yeah. So what fell down when we
So
were
my dad left a
cruising
micro...
through...
Yeah, he left a micro cassette recorder and some micro cassettes. And so I've been listening to them just to see if there's any good stuff. And there's
So far,
a lot of blank tapes and my dad reading from an engineering software manual.
What have you learned?
Oh my God.
Is it software?
I don't know what he's saying. I don't
hardware?
know what language it is. It's software.
Oh, okay.
And he's discussing. I don't know. And then
Is it
there's him
Fortran?
narrating. No. But good for you for knowing that. He's narrating some kind of ledge he's on, like where the water's coming and all that. He was a water dude.
How great would it be if we were stopped by the police?
Oh, it would be so great, Jackie, because I don't have a driver's license right now.
Oh my God, you didn't bring your wallet.
Well, I did bring my wallet, but I don't have I lost my driver's license, and I don't know if you've had to get one in California recently, but
It's a pain in the ass. I got it. That was your phone. So, there's I'm holding it.
Oh, you're holding it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a total pain in the ass, and like.
Did you show them your Luxembourg passport?
Do they know who they're talking to?
Do they understand?
I'm a Luxembourger. Mm-hmm. All right.
So here we are pulling up past the Buffalo Wild Wings, you
Okay.
guys. It's a blow-by-blow
This
moment.
person is going unnecessarily slow.
Oh, they're trying to figure out.
Oh my God!
That would have been the best parking spot.
Piece of shit.
Look at that.
Wait,
but look at this. Look at what happened.
Right in front of this. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Parking
Wow.
spot in front of the Yoo-Hoo room.
Yeah, this is professional comedy,
This
Mojo.
is
This is what's
destiny.
happening.
This is what happens when you do stand-up for a long time. Sometimes.
You parallel park like a maniac. Run out of this vehicle.
Okay.
It'd be kind of funny if we both kind of recorded things
And this
separately.
thing stopped recording.
Oh, did it?
Okay.
All right. So, I don't know what to tell you about the Yoo-Hoo room, but here it is. Hey, is she next? Oh my God, you totally beat everybody. Come and sit. So here we are.
The other thing is I told my son, because I asked you if you could come later or earlier or whatever. I told my son yesterday, I go, you know what, I don't have any spots tonight, and it's just going to be you and me, and we're going to hang out. And it wasn't you and me. It wasn't him and me at all. It's been you and me, and now I have a spot.
And now you have a spot. And he was like, what happened to us bonding? And you're like,
Right.
that's fine. Cat's in the cradle. Hang out with him when he's in his 20s.
He's having sixth grade is no fun, man.
Is it getting him? It's the first week, right?
Start of the second week.
Okay, so he said 1 week, and it's busting his chops a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I think so.
All right.
We're basically going to be sending 5 different files to Kyle and saying good luck.
Good luck, Kyle. You can do this. And you should, you know what? Email the file that first half hour.
Okay.
Send that to both of us.
Okay.
So, I wonder if I could pick up a set now that I'm here.
You might
I don't
as well.
have any makeup on.
You might as
and
well.
I'm wearing a dress. I've never done stand-up in a dress. Have you ever done stand-up in a dress?
I do. Sometimes I wear a dress to Hermosa Comedy and Magic Club.
Oh, because they're almost fancy?
Yeah, because
Okay.
they are fancy.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they... It's weird because everybody else is wearing beach clothes.
You know, I shouldn't wear a dress, but I kind of feel like they're disappointed in me if I show up too sloppily. You know, I don't know, but other people are total slob cities. I could
Right.
write some names right now if I had.
Right, if we had a pen or if we had any sort of...
God damn it! This is a
Interaction.
fuck up. Why do I fuck up so much?
Well, mostly
My kid.
you have many things on your plate, and so right now we're almost. But if you think about it,
Yeah.
we're almost 40 minutes into this podcast. We've done the comic of the week.
Right.
We've talked about Stir Crazy.
Right.
What sets do you have in the upcoming week?
The week that these people
when
will
this
have missed.
drops. Yeah.
I have nothing tomorrow. I have nothing on Thursday. Friday and Saturday and Sunday I have local things.
Okay, and then the following week, are you also in town?
Yes, I'm in town for a while. I'm on September 15th. I'm doing Tinder Live in Brooklyn, but that's it.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Otherwise, I don't have any travel.
I'm driving up to Santa Cruz to headline a Santa Cruz theater up there.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Is that a John Fox gig?
Nope. No, it is not.
Who books it? He owns Santa Cruz.
Well, I don't know who books that, and I or I do, but I can't remember.
Okay.
And
yeah.
he's a very nice guy who said, "Hey, would you be willing to do this gig?" And I said, "Yes, I need long sets." And so it turns out, I'm willing to drive places and do gigs.
And what night is it?
It's a Saturday, so it's a full-on.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "It doesn't pay very well, but you could come, you bring your husband, and you could have like a nice romantic weekend." I was like, "But with one night of hotel,
Yeah.
that doesn't."
I love when they try to make it. You could have sex at my hotel, my gig. Really?
Yeah, I could stay home and have sex. It's
Yes.
exciting.
But the other thing, I'm not just coming down on this guy. I don't like the phrasing of "it doesn't pay well." Here's what it is. I don't pay well. I have a gig and I don't pay well.
Right.
Just be honest, please. The gig isn't a sentient being that has its own bank account. It's coming from you, or it's not coming from you.
Right. And I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's a new venue, or if because he doesn't charge enough. Because what I don't know what the problem is, and it's fine. And for a one-nighter, it actually pays pretty good.
Yeah.
It'd be great if it were attached to something else.
Yes.
Instead of driving 6 hours, doing a gig, sleeping overnight, and then
But
coming back.
Jackie, you and your husband could have a romantic night.
Let's have a romantic 10-hour drive there and back, and and then a romantic, hey, we're exhausted.
Because he hasn't been in the car enough driving back and forth.
Exactly, to Northern California. So, but I am psyched about, like, there's so many places in California just in general that I want to go to, and I'm always curious, is there comedy?
Yeah.
Because, like, I've never been to Big Sur. Somebody's got to book that, right? I'm sure Tom Rhodes knows about some cave.
I've never heard of Big Sur having a gig.
No?
It kind of doesn't have a lot of, it's more like rustic restaurants that close.
Oh, like
at
small towns.
10 p.m. Yeah.
Right.
It's not like
because everybody's
theaters and
hiking
stuff like
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah. Is that Erica? No. I thought that was Erica Rose for a second. No, not at all.
A little bit, but not really.
Yeah.
Did you see that Virginia Jones made a chart for me of 80s UK pop singers?
Yes, that was nice.
Because of their haircuts. And that's the way that goes. Oh, the only other thing, even slightly comedy related, that I have done this very week is I watched the movie Soap Dish. That's a comedy. Remember that?
Yeah,
remember that
of course
movie?
I remember it.
I love that movie. And
Hey, how's it going?
hi.
I'm Kazoo, remember me?
Hi, Kazoo. Nice to meet you.
Japanese girl.
It's all working out. She's going to go up in like one.
One?
Oh, in one
One
comic
more
or something? Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Awesome.
thing.
Okay, cool. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I have this to say, you're good people.
Me?
Yeah, and I
I'm
haven't
not.
done stand-up
And
in
I'm
a
not.
month.
Oh, you
So
gotta do a spot.
So I'm slightly, I was like, did she, literally just sitting here going, did she get a spot? It's none of my business, turns out.
So you were meeting a fellow comic and all you could think of was, does she have a spot?
Does she have a spot? Is she going up?
Dude, you still got the fire in the belly. That's what's great about you.
That is,
you
that
haven't
is.
given up.
I have not given up. I guess there's that. And so, sadly, this means we're at 40 minutes.
I thought I had a Rogue 5 stored in there.
You got a Rogue 5 in there?
Yeah.
Well, because I wonder if that road. Did you text both of those files to
No, I
Kyle
haven't,
and
because I was trying to be in the moment, and I thought I would do it afterwards.
Why be in the moment? What
Is this our worst podcast we've ever done?
impossible? Impossible. How is
It's
that
gotta
even?
be worse.
How is that even possible? Anybody got any questions for us? Anybody? You got any? You got a topic? I only had the 3 topics. That was my elaborate plan.
I don't have a topic. I started
A new book.
I started a new book, and I also was thinking of old jokes that are sort of timeless in a way that I wonder, like, should I put that on if I make do a new album?
And
Does
it's
it have
not
to
on
be
an album?
thematic, or it's not on an album? No. One of
my
them was
God.
this joke
Yeah.
that I was sort of like known for in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And Bay Area comics will still say it to me.
Okay.
And I did it on not Evening at the Improv, the John Biner one, Comedy on the Road.
Comedy on the Road.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I had this weird thing where I was headlining at Rooster Teeth Feathers, and this other comic who I would write down if I could was working in another room, and he had already seen that joke and complimented me on it. And he's a great writer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So he's a great writer. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
complimented me on that joke, and I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, I still... You always
You
need
still got
compliments,
it.
but this
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
15 years ago.
Right.
And then so I did radio at Roosters, and that comic was at San Francisco Punchline. Happened to be there the same week, so we were both doing radio.
Oh,
all
together.
Over the place.
Yeah.
Not together, but different. If you're a comedy fan listening to radio, you could hear he and I doing radio different on different stations in the Bay Area that week. And so I did that joke on radio, and then because it's clean and short and stupid, and then I did it at a set, and a guy came up to me after the show. He goes, I heard do that joke on the radio this week, and I was like, oh shit, we said his name.
Right, so note at 12 minutes.
Yes.
We can bleep it out.
Okay. But here's the thing. I think the guy heard both of us on the radio, and just, you know how people,
like-
they transpose jokes who did what?
And so he thought that the guy had done your joke.
Yes.
Because it's not
normally I would be
particularly-
like, no, he didn't do my joke. But because he had complimented me on that joke, I was like, oh shit, maybe he did. And then as it turned into one of his jokes. But I know everyone in the Bay Area would tell me if that had happened.
If he had really done that.
Because,
But he had not.
it was like one of my signature
Yeah.
early jokes.
Yeah.
But I dropped it immediately.
You dropped it anyway?
Yes. I was like, I don't want anyone to think remotely that I'm a thief. I
Oh,
am.
really? You're
Thank
next.
God.
Awesome.
We were doing our podcast, and then you called, and I was like, oh, shit.
And then we were in the car, and so
Yeah.
we might have a recording of her careening through the streets of Burbank.
Or not.
We're doing
Yeah,
a
we're
podcast
just
now,
trying to
Josh.
wrap it up now.
We're doing it right now, Josh. It's happening.
So how much more time before I go up?
About 3-4 minutes.
3-4 minutes. And how much time am I doing?
20.
20. Okay.
And how much time? Is there a set for me anywhere?
I think I might be able to fit you in the main room.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Thank you. You're doing the Lord's work.
During my set?
Hopefully.
Okay.
We can only. You're like, you don't want to hang out.
No, but I would lift you back to my house. I would just send a lift back to my house.
Well, and I have to get up at 4 a.m.
I know.
And
I know.
So it's just ridiculous. But
But I mean, if you can get a quick spot, why not? But I just don't want to be away from my kid any extra time. Like if you're wrapping up there, no big deal. But if you're like doing 10,
yeah.
it cuts. That's like cutting into his fall
Into
asleep
his
into
sitting
my
around.
arms time.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've already disappointed him tremendously.
Right. So it'll be.
I hate myself.
It's an interesting hobby. You hating yourself. I don't like it. It's
doesn't
terrible.
feel good.
Yeah. I'm gonna close out that one. All right. Well, then I'll just take a lift back to her place and pick up my car.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will send you the lift. You text me when you're done.
It's fine. I can get my own.
I'll give
I
you lift
appreciate
money.
that. It's this reminds me of when Laura House drove you to the airport. And this is it's all good. But that's very nice of him to. But I'm going to do stand up in a dress. Then is what that means. I
can't
wonder what
wait.
that'll be like.
It'll be awesome.
Well, we'll find out. And it turns out, but I can try that new joke that Melanie Vesey tagged, and I can try.
Oh, cool.
It was a new direction. So it's the new joke about being married.
yeah, I like that.
That I tried.
I already forgot it, but I
before.
remembered that.
Yeah,
I liked
that
it
you
a lot.
liked it at the time. It's the only thing I don't like about being married.
Yeah.
And so she sent me in a nice direction on it, which is good.
Yes.
And I other than that, I don't have any new material. And I was gonna try to do Joke Machine a couple of times last week, and it didn't happen. And now Maria's gone off the grid because she's on vacation for a couple of weeks. And the next gig I think I do with her is Tulsa and Omaha.
Wow.
And then
Off the grid.
Yeah, she like turns off her phone, and
That's great.
I think she went to Duluth to hang out with her folks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you gotta go stare at your folks sometimes.
Not
you
me.
you don't. You have your folk right there.
Yeah.
I just saw her. There was a nice plate of carrots that she was just about to
Carrots and
partake in.
vodka.
Yes.
Did you see the vodka?
I did, and some cherry tomatoes. So she's trying. She did a little color. She wrote a little color.
Cherry tomatoes, carrots, and vodka. What kind of a fucking meal is that? And how is she still alive? I don't understand this.
What's her secret?
I mean, she's trying to die too, clearly, right?
It's funny because I was like, how's it going, Mrs. Kilmartin? And she goes, please don't call me that. And,
What does she want you to call her?
Her name, her first name.
Okay.
She was like, just call me.
What is her first name? I don't know.
Well, it's Elizabeth.
No, it's Joanne. Elizabeth.
I just thought I was just a little quiz for you there. Do you know your mother's own first name? And do you know what 20 you're going to do?
No, Jackie, I'm going to find out on. This is
This is a
reminiscent
lot like
of last
crazy.
weekend.
That's so beautiful that you're willing.
I
to
don't want
just-
these feelings. I don't want this frenzy anymore. I don't want a frenzied life.
Right, you're not looking for drama.
No,
You're looking for.
I want to make sure I write my spots down correctly and
Yep.
then show up at the right time.
I
And
know
not
it.
promise my son I'm going to be home when I turn out I'm not home at all.
Right, and so you're gonna go home. You got the best parking spot though. That was an amazing parking spot.
That's all I have going for me tonight.
It's true.
That
What-
and my breasts.
Oh right. Well, what you do need to not to gloss over your breasts. That sounds gross. But what I'm saying is you're gonna have to text me your address for the lift
Okay.
because
yeah.
I don't know it offhand.
Okay.
So just text it to me and
Okay.
and then I'll know that.
Okay.
And we got to get Q on. He bought the Smile Train.
Oh yeah, sure.
He emailed me.
Yeah.
And told me that he works production.
Yeah.
So he's out of town as much as we are.
Okay.
So, but he wants to come and stare at us while we.
Okay.
How hilarious if he would have been on this one.
Oh my God.
Where he's like, get in the back seat. We're going to Flappers.
Drive.
You could be in charge of the boom mic. And so,
You're closing out a show. Did they not have the headliner?
well, it turns out that's my whole thing about this club is that there's at least 30 comics sitting around this that could have picked up your set, that could pick up my set, and it's
Well, here's the thing. The question is, do I feel guiltier that I left my son, or do I feel that guilt of, oh my God, I blew off a set?
oh right.
Guess what? I'm up
Clearly,
next.
Go do stand-up
Hey,
comedy.
we're done.
We're done. Okay, bye.
Bye. We did our best.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.